Hello everyone. I hope the microphone is not too loud. Let me turn it a little bit down. Hello everyone and welcome again. I'm Joseph, and today, as always, with me there is Lily.
Hi.
And welcome everybody in this AMA. This is going to be huge. This is literally going to be huge. We hope everyone is great. We hope everyone is okay. And shall we start? Iniziamo subito con le news pesanti? Okay, we decided to start right with right to start with the heavy news. And guys, sound is too low. The microphone is too low. Okay, is it better? Okay. So the news is that our e-residency application has been accepted. Has been accepted. I think 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I don't exactly remember. And now we're waiting for Estonia to send over the documents. So we're going to get on the embassy, yeah, the e-residency card and the e-residency card reader, so we can use that in order to sign documents remotely. And it's going to be insane because once we have that in our hands, then we can start to set up the company in Estonia. So the hardest step, of course, to start with was the e-residency, because we received an email from Estonia to or Estonia border police that were requesting many more information, and we were like, we're screwed. They're not gonna accept us. And right after 3 or 4 hours, then since when we replied to the email with everything they required, they sent us that our application has a positive outcome, and they're going to be sending 2/5 weeks the documents to the embassy. Embassy. I'm sorry if I'm spelling that wrongly. So they're going to send to the embassy our card, and this is going to be huge. We're very happy. It was one of our best days. But yeah, this was the biggest news about Vanity, because as you guys are tuned today for, we're not going to talk only about Vanity. Today we're going to give you guys a little preview on the deck of what is going to be VNetwork. Okay, I'll tell you just right after we start with it. We are not going to say in deep of each and everything. Okay, you're going to understand many more things about VNetwork, about the token itself of VNetwork, and how it will be benefiting Vanity. But for now, we're not going to share all the products we have in mind, because we have 5 products in line with VNetwork. So we have 5 products to release, and you are going to learn today one of them, and you're going to learn as well not entirely a second one, but you're going to understand how the funds raised from that particular product are going to be used. And I'm going to tell you some things about how much exposure and new people we can bring it with. So I think we can start directly with the deck. So I'm going to change the camera, and we're going to go on the VNetwork deck. So starting from the taxes and what is going to be the token. So the total supply, because VNetwork is going to be another token, okay? As we said before, VNetwork is going to be a token itself that is going to help an ecosystem, the ecosystem of Vanity. So the total supply is still to be decided. We haven't decided correctly and did our math on the total supply, but we mostly think that the total supply will be lower than Vanity. So there is going to be a 10% transaction tax on every transaction, and this tax is going to be collected in BNBs and not in VNetwork tokens, because as we said in the last AMA, VNetwork and the team, the marketing wallet or anything are not going to hold any VNetwork tokens. So the VNetwork tokens are going to be 100% only for the investors, okay? All the trading fees are collected in BNB and non-proprietary token, we said. 3% of every transaction is going into the treasury. The treasury is a wallet. There is going to be this wallet on the blockchain that you guys, everybody is going to be able to see how much it brought in and how much it went out. We plan also to do, not sure about it yet, but we plan also to put a report of the expenses in depth, so you guys are able to see all the expenses. So the 3% treasury is going to be taken in BNB. And keep in mind, because I'm going to show you an estimation after this, this image, we're going to see an estimation based on lower trading volume of Vanity in the first days. And you guys are going to understand how big this is. A 5% is going to be a project revenue, because as we are building a company, we are going to be in need of revenue for the company. So a 5% project revenue is going to be strictly a project revenue, and a 2% is going to be taken as ecosystem. Now we're going to be to talk about this in depth later in the in this AMA, but we can say really quick that 2% ecosystem is going to be divided in a 0.5% Vanity LP, a 0.5% VNetwork LP, and a 1% VDEX LP. So if you guys are reading correctly, you might understand one of our product, what it will be. Now, it's not going to be anything particularly huge. It's going to be something very cool, but we're not going too much in depth about it, okay? Because we're going to talk after. I want to go on estimation now, because we want to estimate, okay? And honestly, this is going to be so much lower than what we expect. But Vanity, for example, in the first week has done around 15 million US dollars in trading volume. And with a 10 million USD trading volume at the launch of the token, a 3% is going to go in the treasury wallet. So this means 300 US dollars usable in BNB. So we don't have to sell any kind of tokens in order to pay expenses. Treasury wallet is going to pay the expenses for marketing, for development, for what was the name? In Italian was easier, I swear. Sorry, development, marketing, paychecks in case we need to pay, for example, our collaborators. And with just a 3% tax on every transaction in BNB, we're going to have 300,000 clean USD in BNB ready to be used. So we're not going to ever need any kind of sell from tokens or anything like that. And this treasury wallet is going to be a wallet that is shared with the ecosystem. So this means that in the 300,000 US dollars that we are going to raise, in case we just hit a $10 million in trading volume, we're going to use that both for Vanity and for VNetwork. So VNetwork brings to aims to bring money and funds for Vanity as well. And a 2% ecosystem. The 2% ecosystem is going to take $200,000 in the $10 million trading volume estimated, and 50,000 are going in the Vanity LP, 50,000 are going in the VNetwork LP, and 100,000 are going in the VDEX LP, which we're going to talk about later. So, as I was said, there are going to be three fundraising rounds. The first round is going to be a private sell, and the private sell fundraising is going to be only available for the Vanity NFTs holders and invited individuals, because we have been reaching personally to some people that we know that are going to be interested in investing amounts in the private sell. And the private sale will be the funds raised in the private sale will be mainly used for the initial marketing push, advertisement, publication, and the development and liquidity pool. You're going to understand everything in a while in depth, because next slide we're going to talk about it. Then there is going to be a public pre-sale, and the public pre-sale fundraise is going to deposit 100% of the BNB raised in the in the public sale in the LP. So I suggest everybody that is not aware of this to go check it out, any pre-sale, and no one is doing 100% of the BNB raised inside the liquidity pool, which we are doing right now. Because what we think about is that if we have the chance of having a 1-to-1 ratio on holders and liquidity pool, is going to help a lot about it. So for example, we're going to have 100,000, it's just an example, those numbers are not what it's going to be, but we can have 100,000 US dollars in value of VNetwork tokens, and we aim to have more than 100,000 US dollars in BNB for the liquidity. So we're going to have a liquidity that is going to be higher, of course, given it time, is going to be higher than what actually the tokens in circulations are. And the round 3 is going to be live trading. Live trading is going, as we seen on the estimation on the slide before, is going to be is going to bring funds on every transaction to the project. So these are the 3 rounds that are going to be fundraising for the project. And now we can go to the in-depth private sale, for example. And we have total token allocation for private sale is going to be a 10% total supply. We're not going to put in the private sale any much more than that. And there is going to be a 20% off launch price discount. So anybody that is going to buy in the private sale are going to have a 20% discount on the price of the launch. And there is going to be a vesting period, of course, for the ones that are going to join in the private sale in order to avoid instant sales for profit at the launch. And the private sale, and the vesting period is going to be 60 days. And after 60 days, the investors that bought in private sale are going to have 100% unlock the funds. And here is the breakdown, funds breakdown right in below. You're going to see, you see that there is a 80% in treasury funds, because the funds used in private sale are going to be, the 80% of funds raised in private sale are going to be used strictly for the marketing and for the development, because we have a lot to develop. We have a lot. A 50% is going inside the VDEX LP. VDEX is the Vanity DEX LP. This means that the LP in the DEX, in the VDEX, is going to be a proprietary LP. So it's not going to be any kind of PancakeSwap LP, for example, and you're going to understand why it is. And a 5% on total of the funds raised from the private sale are going to be the project revenue. Now, we're going to go on the public sale. This is pretty much smaller, and there is a total token allocation for public sale of the 80% of total supply. 40% is for the sale, 40% is for the LP pairing. So we're going to sell for every token that we're going to sell, there is going to be another token that goes in LP. This is the meaning of having 100% of the BNB raised in the private sale go inside the liquidity pool. Funds breakdown, 100% of the BNB will go into the VNetwork LP in PancakeSwap LP at launch. So that's for the public sale. And now we're going to go on the live trading. So we talked about the ecosystem fee before. We said that 3% is taxed and redirected into the treasury wallet. And we said that a 2% in BNB is used for Vanity LP, VNetwork LP, and VDEX proprietary LP. What this means actually? This means that we are going to bring something new. We're used to have liquidity functions where the token is taxed. So for example, if I do a transaction and a 2% goes inside the liquidity, we have to pay, we have to gather, a 2% of the tokens, either bought or sold, and get them ready to be to sell half of them. So in case there are going to be 1,000 tokens inside the liquidity, then you're going to sell 500 of them to get the BNBs to pair them to. What we are bringing is a buy and liquefy, not swap and liquefy. What we want to do is with a 0.5% of the BNB raised for the Vanity LP and the VNetwork LP and for the 1% of VDEX LP, we're not going to sell any tokens, but we're going to buy the tokens actually. So in example for Vanity, we're going to use 0.25% of the BNBs from the ecosystem fee to buy Vanity and another 0.25% to deposit that in LP. What this means? This means that actually you are going to give either a small buy pressure, or depending on the volume, of course, of VNetwork, a heavy buy pressure on the token itself, and it's just for depositing LP. Same things goes for VNetwork LP. We're talking about PancakeSwap LP for now. And then we have a 1% in VDEX, which is our LP, the LP that we are going to generate. And there is going to be a 0.5% used to buy and liquefy. As we said before, we buy the token, VNetwork or Vanity. The purchase of the token may vary between Vanity and VNetwork. So if we have the goal of reaching an amount of liquidity inside Vanity, then the 1% is going to be proprietary LP in VDEX for Vanity. And you're going to understand a lot more just in a minute about the VDEX. So we use half of the BNB to purchase back the token, half of the BNB to pair them to, and then deposit inside the liquidity pool, which is going to be either PancakeSwap or our liquidity pool. And then we go on the VDEX, appunto, sì, that's in Italian, Vanity DEX. The Vanity DEX is a proprietarily decentralized exchange with our LP, and is going to be an AMM DEX. So for who's not aware of an AMM DEX is, take for example PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is an AMM DEX. This means that there is going to be a token, there is going to be a coin. For example, for Vanity, there is Vanity and there is BNB, and the equation of Vanity times BNB has to be a constant, okay? This means that if somebody buys Vanity, the Vanity are going to raise in price in order to maintain the constant of this equation real. So if I spend $1 to get 1,000 Vanity, for example, the next days Vanity is going up in price, and then I have to pay $2 to get 1,000 Vanity tokens, with $2. So what this means is this is going to be a liquidity shared with PancakeSwap. Shared with PancakeSwap means that you can buy either from the DEX or PancakeSwap, and you are going to impact the chart as the same. It depends, of course, on how much liquidity there is going to be in one of the other, because if there is going to be too low liquidity inside VDEX, for example, at the start, you're not going to be able to sell a lot on it, but you're going to be able to sell on the PancakeSwap DEX. And our platform fee is going to be lower against PancakeSwap fee and many more decentralized exchanges. And we're going to have a 0.18% trading fee against a 0.25%. The breakdown of the fee has not been decided yet. We have not been decided yet on how to divide that platform fee. We're going to think about it because we are in the early stage of the ideas, and we're going to start the development very soon. We're trying to push the thing as much as we can. But this is what the VDEX is going to strictly be about: proprietary LP, proprietary platform fee, and AMM DEX. So having a DEX that can not only, of course, own VNetwork or Vanity token, but can as well hold any kind of token LP. It can generate LP, for example, if somebody decide to purchase from the VDEX, they are going to have a smaller fee. I forgot what I said because I looked at the chat, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I lost myself there. But yeah, this is pretty much what is going to be the VDEX. And now we're going to talk about one really big thing. This is going to be pretty much one of the biggest products that we're going to bring inside VNetwork. And of course, we're not gonna tell you what is this, not because we don't want to, just because we don't want this to get stolen, because there is actually not really anybody doing this. And I want to say one thing: the product that we are going not really to talk about in depth, but how the revenue breakdown is going to be, are going not only to help a lot Vanity and VNetwork as well, of course, but this is going to help mainly in visibility. We're going to be able to bring thousands of people that are already inside the crypto, inside tokens, inside BSC, inside the Ethereum, in Vanity and in VNetwork. So this is huge, guys. This is literally huge. But we're going to have a raise in funds for the treasury. So for the treasury, that means Vanity, VNetwork, LP, anything like that. And we're going to get a lot of free marketing actually with this. And you are going to understand why and how in the next weeks. But this is going to be really huge. So I said that I'm not going to show you guys what actually the product will be itself. And no, we're not talking about the staking, which we are going to implement the staking for the stable coins. We haven't talked about this today. It's still one thing that we are going to implement. No worry about it. But yeah, let's go on the fund breakdown on how the funds raised from this product is going to be used. So the product is not declared, of course, and the payment method is going to be 100% in BNB. Why that? That's because a 10% is going to be a cashback in VNetwork tokens. So automatically, when you are going to purchase this product, when you're going to purchase this product, you are going to have a 10% cashback in VNetwork tokens. So there is going to be a buy pressure on every single purchase. And trust me when I say this will sell millions of dollars. Most likely it will be a lot higher, but this product itself will bring so many people, so many investors and people that actually wants to purchase this product that is going to be huge and insane. And a 10% cashback in VNetwork tokens means if there is a 10 million or even a 1 million, let's say, product purchase in 1 month, you're going to get in 1 month $100,000 in purchases in VNetwork itself, and a $200 in treasury earnings. This means that a 20% of the BNB raised in the in the sale of the product are going inside the treasury earnings. So the treasury is going to, as we said, manage development, marketing, advertisement, payments, expenses, all kind of expenses. So for example, and 50% is sent to a dedicated production wallet for the product, public and visible. This means that everybody is going to be able to see, okay, how much there is there 50% from the total sales went in this wallet, because it's going to be public, everybody is going to be able to see that. And at the end, a 20% of the project revenue are going, 20% of the BNB are going as project revenue. Now, this was a lot, maybe not for everybody. You guys have to understand how much work and how many things these are, and we're very happy about it. We're very enthusiastic of what actually we were bringing right now. This was a lot. So you guys will understand everything. And now we're going to see if you guys have any questions. We're going through them. I see there are some already. So I'll start with Lee Q. Will the fees from the DEX be used to buy back Vanity? We yet don't know how to break down the fees from the VDEX, but one of the things that the treasury does is also that if there is going to be need of any buyback and burn, the treasury will handle that. That's why we have a treasury that can actually cover both Vanity and VNetwork. will Vanity also get promoted along with VNetwork? That's the goal. Eh? Yeah, that's Vanity is going to promote VNetwork. That's the point. And oh yeah, the fact that Vanity is going to be a company, the fact that Vanity is going to be a company, Vanity is going to be able to make marketing for VNetwork, and VNetwork, which VNetwork will be strictly decentralized, something we didn't say. So anything that VNetwork is going to need as for marketing, it must go through Vanity. So Vanity is the one that is going to promote VNetwork. But of course, VNetwork, the goal of VNetwork is to bring people in Vanity. So yeah. But if I'm invested in 1000k in Vanity and VNetwork gets a low market cap, and if 100 USD is going 50-50 on both tokens, then it's better to sell my 100k in Vanity and buy VNetwork because OG the market caps. So first of all, the market cap is not going to be lower. 100% the market cap is not going to be lower, and the fact that I want to talk about is, if anybody thinks that VNetwork is going to be a better investment instead of Vanity, somebody is going to be very upset about it, because no. Vanity and VNetwork, the goal is to actually make people understand that having both of them are going to give a much higher revenue instead of having just one of them. Because imagine that if you sell your, imagine you have 100,000 in Vanity, and you decide to sell the 100,000 in Vanity and go on VNetwork. First of all, the VNetwork market cap is going to be higher, so you already lost partial of your money, also because of the fees. But not only that, the fact that VNetwork is going to bring funds inside Vanity for buybacks, for expenses, for development, for anything that Vanity is going to produce, you're going to miss out 100% of Vanity just because you wanted to get on VNetwork, while you could get on VNetwork and having both of them at the same time and having one backing each other. So that's one thing that we want to people to understand. And if you're having if you're going to held Vanity, Vanity is more likely to go much higher, we can say, just in trading volume, okay, not in products. We're saying in trading volumes, because of the lower market cap, because of the lower liquidity pool. The goal is to bring the liquidity pool higher, both with our DEX and with the fee, with the ecosystem fee. So that's the goal. That's what we aim for. Then it's better than that. Okay. How do you know this is gonna work? That's people gonna buy the product, because we 100% know that there is nobody that is not going to buy that. And we're not saying just because, oh, there is a great product. Yes, it is a great product, but it's something that anybody can afford and anybody is willing to pay for, okay? And you are going to 100% of it in a while, in some weeks. Let us getting the the role with it. I don't really know how to say about it. So that's going to be one of the things. We're 100% sure that that product is going to sell. How to be a part of the private sale? For the private sale, as we said in here, okay, the private sale is going, sorry, it's here. Yeah, the private sale is going to be for the NFT holders. There is going to be a 10% total supply capped, so not many can actually go higher than 10%. So 10% is the hard cap for the private sale. And that's pretty much, or on invitation, because we have many people here in Italy, for example, as well, that are interested in purchasing the token in private sale, and we have been invited them. We had a talk as well yesterday with some people, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I can't scroll up. Okay, now I can. Could one coin get 100% on 1x because OG2 tokens? No, really, no. Depends, of course. If anybody purchase $100,000 in Vanity and nobody purchase in the same moment in VNetwork, and Vanity gets a higher purchase rate of VNetwork, then of course Vanity can get higher. But Vanity is more likely to get higher with the business model we're building with VNetwork. It just seems like VNetwork will be getting the volume instead of Vanity, so which one will be better? One to position in for the getting fees for passive income? No, that's not actually what we're saying. We're saying 20%, okay, hear me out. The treasury, okay, that we're going to have here, the treasury wallet, is going to be for Vanity and VNetwork. So this means that instead of having Vanity tokens to be, let's say, sold, or Vanity tokens to be used for purchases, for expenses, or anything like that, we can instead take that Vanity tokens and bring them inside liquidity pool and continue the development on Vanity with the many more things that we're going to do. Because of course, a lot of products, we just bear with me that we said only, we explained only one product and a revenue of another product, but the other products are going to be Vanity powered. That means that there is going to be a payment in Vanity, or there is going to be a payment in BNB. There is going to back Vanity, because the whole point of this is backing Vanity. And just with the ecosystem, having the ecosystem generating volume on Vanity, generating revenue for Vanity, generating liquidity pools for Vanity, this is going to be some huge things. We're not talking about a little, just like another token that is going to be itself. No, Vanity and VNetwork are meant to be one for each other, so one will back each other. Mainly VNetwork will back Vanity, because Vanity will, the only way that Vanity will back VNetwork is not with funds, but is with marketing, is will having a company that can actually back it. So you have to understand this. I know that some people might not understand it just right now, because we're not giving many information, but you guys have enough to understand that any transaction on VNetwork is bringing volume in Vanity, is bringing funds in Vanity, is bringing work inside Vanity, and there's pretty much one thing that everybody needs in a project, and is funds. Funds for using the funds, for making marketing, for paying expenses, anything, anything is funds, sorry. It just seems like VNetwork began. Okay, we just say that. So no, there is not going to be any better. VNetwork is not going to be better than Vanity, or Vanity better than VNetwork to held a position. What we suggest, of course, is getting, if you are in Vanity, getting VNetwork with what you can, of course, and you are going to understand so many things, and you are going to have gains on both, because anything that you gain on VNetwork is translated on Vanity. So that's the point. Do you have buyers for VNetwork today? Yes, we have buyers for VNetwork, and we have private sell buyers for VNetwork. Why creating new token, new project, while we are not finishing the first one? What is the point? The point is, instead of having the chance of, instead of having to sell tokens in order to proceed on the development, you can actually have BNBs to proceed in development and helping your token. Why keep a token with, why keep Vanity with selling tokens for actually having to pay the expenses, and having stable LP that has to wait for purchases on the on the marketplace, while you can help Vanity with BNBs, with liquidity pool, with funds, with marketing, without even selling a token, or maybe burning the tokens, because that's what we're planning also to do: burn the tokens and deposit in the LP, the Vanity tokens we have on the marketing wallet and on the dev wallet. So if we are able to raise a decent amount in the treasury wallets, these wallets are going to be used only for burn and depositing liquidity pool. So that's the point. Helping Vanity as much as we can with VNetwork is something that we really wanted to do. And keep in mind that there is going to be one thing, a huge product on VNetwork that is going to be 100% full backed by Vanity with custom addresses, custom smart contracts, a lot of that. And it's in partnership with Solidity Finance, which we have not talked about it with today. So keep in mind that we have that. From other Emma, you said that VNetwork won't have separate token, it would be all based on the original Vanity token. So why the change in plan now? If you hear about the last AMA and you hear back that I said that Vanity VNetwork Solid will be a separate token from Vanity, and here their explanation. If you didn't understand yet why there is it's so much important to have another token that can actually back Vanity and help Vanity 100%, because we're talking about, just with example of the 10 million volume in 7 days, we have $100,000 in LP for Vanity, both in PancakeSwap and VDAX LP, and $100,000 in VNetwork LP, both for PancakeSwap and VDAX LP. So, and 300,000 US dollars in the treasury. So, do you understand why, if the plan was another, why it had to change? Okay, and I'm not saying that change, because you can actually hear the last AMA. So this is what actually VNetwork is going to be, backing 100% Vanity. I'm disappointed. Let me. I can go up. I'm disappointed. I had trust in Vanity, and now there is a new token. Hear me out, Rainder. Yeah, sorry. There is a new token. Yeah. Are we saying that we are going to abandon Vanity? No, we are literally presenting you a way to back Vanity, to make funds for Vanity, to make liquidity for Vanity, which is one of our biggest problems, we can say. Having buyback funds for Vanity, having everything for Vanity. How this is actually a bad thing? Whales will be invited to the pre-sales. Yes, whales will be, of course, invited to the pre-sales, as long as with the NFT holders and invited holders as well. Invited, investors. Sounds like a huge development work. Is your timeline more than 1 year for VNetwork to be up and running? Not at all. We're speeding things up as much as we can. You guys know that, as we said on the last CMA, we have a no-when policy right now. So this means that we are not going to give any deadline, any ATA for that. But no, 1 year is way too long. Is way too long for what we think the time will be. So yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I'm very happy about it, Liku. So VNetwork is going to bring volume on Vanity and bring value on the native token. That's correct. That's correct. The goal of VNetwork is not only, of course, being a token with an utility, with a product itself, but actually bring value to Vanity, bring trading volume, bring funds, bring liquidity, bring burns, bring buybacks, and everything you can think about Vanity and how we can help Vanity. It's strictly with funds, and what VNetwork will do is helping with funds. And even if there is not going to be anybody buying or selling VNetwork tokens, for example, but only the product, we're going to sell VNetwork tokens by the 10% cashback in VNetwork tokens, and we're getting 20% of any product sold for the treasury. This means that 20% is going in Vanity as well. This is literally huge. This is great. Will selling custom wallets be more like a side income? Not at all. We're planning to expand that as soon as we are going to be a company. We can start reaching out to companies as well. We have several companies that actually accepts crypto payments. We don't necessarily have to aim for the huge ones, the gigantic ones. We can start aiming with the small and medium companies that actually take coins as payment, crypto payments, and we can start branding from them. But we cannot do that until we are a company. So that's another thing about having Vanity as a company, that we're going to step up in the in the selling point, and not selling only on customers end, but selling directly also to companies. So if you have a company, for example, and who's going, like, if you have a company and Vanity is not yet a company, you will 100% not trust to buy anything from an individual. But if Vanity is a company, reach out to your company and says, listen, we are Vanity Global OU, and OU is actually the prefix of the company in Estonia. We are Vanity Global OU, and we are interested in selling you this product for branding. We do this, we do smart contracts, and you are actually expanding your customers not only to individuals but to companies, and that's a great selling point, and that's what we want to do. If I own an NFT, I have this problem. If I scroll too much down, I cannot scroll back up. If I own an NFT, I'm going to the first sale for VNetwork, and with discount, yes, if you hold an NFT, you are going to be eligible, yeah, for the pre-sale, for the private sale. Sorry. I have been late on the I try to catch up. Okay, Toma, no worries about it. Now I get it. Thank you for the clarifying. No worries. I can understand that sometimes it can be not really easy to understand. Okay, it arises as these guys are building a new token. They don't care about Vanity anymore. That's not our point. Our point is having Vanity to get backed as much as we can, because we know in this year and 2 months of Vanity, almost 2 months of Vanity being alive, we have made many mistakes. We have learned a lot in this over 1 year, and the goal is to take all this knowledge that we got from having a token in 1 year and having our heights and lows, and bringing it to something that can actually back our project. Vanity is a lifetime project. Vanity is something that we want everybody to be aware of. And trust me that if we are going to bring 100,000 people from any external token company, or anybody that is interested about investing in the BSC, and they are not invested in Vanity, they do not have 20 wallets, for example, for them, it's just because they don't know about the existence of Vanity. And that's what we want to do. We want to get exposure for Vanity as much as we can. So that's one of the things. Sorry for being late. Last question, maybe answer earlier. If I'm aim of VNetwork, what's the purpose of this token? I'll suggest you to watch back the from the start, when you have time, of course, this AMA, because we had the decks, the first deck explanation. But pretty much this is going to be a token that is going to back 100% of Vanity in funds, in buybacks, in expenses, in liquidity, in staking. Anything like that is going to be backed from VNetwork. So this is going to be a tool for Vanity. As we said, VNetwork is Vanity Network. Is a tool for Vanity to correct the mistakes, we can say, that has been done in the past, and having finally a sustainable treasury to get funds for marketing, to get funds for the development, to get funds for company, to get funds for everything. And VNetwork is the tool to make Vanity shine. That's a little summary of what is VNetwork. But if you want the in-depth answer, I'll suggest you to watch back the AMA. Will you going to invite the whales who don't hold an NFT? I don't really think we have whales that do not hold an NFT. But yeah, if we do not have, there's our whales, of course, are going to be invited in the private sale as well. Can we get a hint about the top 20 collaboration you talked about last time? No. Wait, a top 20 is not the collaboration, but a top 20 is the exchange. And not yet, because we're not allowed yet to say which exchange that is. but as soon as we're able to, we're going to tell everybody about it. And we have also a collaboration that is waiting, a partnership that is waiting for the company to be ready. And the partnership is for Vanity. And once Vanity Global OU is live, we're going to proceed with this high end tier partnership. You guys are going to be amazed on what is that. That is going to be huge for Vanity, and things are still in place. We're just waiting to open the company. Is there bigger investors that is ready to join if everything sounds good? Already we have investors interested in joining the private cell, mainly from Italy and I don't remember where. Eh? Italy and the UK. So we have already people that are interested in getting inside the private cell. Sorry. So we can say there is already somebody interested. Sorry if my question is not ready for today, Yama. Can you share what is the marketing plan for Vanity after we become a company? Any billboard, etc.? The partnership we're going to have is going to bring a lot of marketing itself. It's going to be insanely high exposure. So we can say that just the moment we have the company, we have marketing in place that is going to be most likely above the expectation of everybody. VDEX will be another token. It will be Vanity on Vanity VNetwork. Will be another token. No, VDEX is a DEX. Is Vanity DEX, for example, is going to do the same thing as PancakeSwap, but with proprietary LP, and with a lower fee on trading, because not many are actually aware of this. But on any transaction you do on PancakeSwap, you are going to give PancakeSwap 0.25% of that transaction. Meanwhile, we aim to have a 0.18%, not 25, but 18% of transaction fee that is going to help, of course, the ecosystem. So no, VDEX is not a token, is not anything other than a decentralized exchange to make trades at a cheaper rate. Sounds like Vanity is the Apple, Google of the crypto world. We have been planning a lot of things since pretty much the start of the year, we can say, yeah. And we have been reaching a point right now when we are really confident on what we are doing, and we really believe that anything that we are actually doing right now is sustainable, and we must have everything ready, everything in mind, each things that can happen before it goes live. And our goal is to be the Apple/Google of the crypto world. I want to be the Apple, Google, Sony, Nvidia, anything on the. I want Vanity and VNetwork, mainly Vanity, because VNetwork, of course, is Vanity, the top of the crypto, and I really see us going much higher in volume, in ranking, in everything, maybe in this year as well. So yeah. Is there any timeline on VNetwork yet? There is no there is no public timeline, because as we said, there is a no when policy right now, so we are not give any kind of ATA. But yeah, we have internal timelines, and we really think that they are going to be very good. Big plans, but I know the developers. I might take you off guard here, but yes, yes, strangely we do. We have changed developer. The developer is from, the last developer that fixed the marketplace is still with us, but he's from a company, and we're working with a company right now to have better rates, of course, because we're going to bring so much work for them. So we're dealing for better deals, better rates of hourly rate for the works, And yeah, we have anybody like several developers that are going to handle different things. For example, the front end, the smart contract, the Web3 integration, and so on. So yeah, we have enough developers right now, and I'm so happy about it. I see Vanity is in the top 120 crypto over the next year. That's the goal. That's really the goal. The goal is to be the best of the best. Is the project plan finalized for the development testing of VNetwork with contingency? We can say that is not yet. The plan is finalized. Is around an 80%. We are now finalizing two products. We're finalizing now, yeah, the two products, two remaining products that out of the five, and there are a lot. There is going to be a lot more to, a lot more things. So yeah, not completely finalized, but you can say 100%. 2% of all project lasts more than 1-2 years. A project lasts more than 1-2 years. Do you have the fund with the low volume right now? Yeah, we are. So first of all, we're going to have the funds with the low volume and either with the private sale, because the private sale is only going to be necessary for raising funds for the initial marketing, the initial development, and not for the smart contract itself, because the smart contract itself will be already done uh, once the private sale is live. But all the other things, the plan is raise the funds in the private sale and then proceed with the development. So yeah, we strongly believe that we're going to have the funds even with the low volume. And I mean, not strongly believe, we're sure about it. Yeah, there is no doubt of it. And I really love that you said that 2% of project lasts more than 1-2 years, because they last if they are sustainable, if they have the funds and the money to keep having marketing, keep having development, which development, in my opinion, is more important than marketing. Not because marketing is not important. Marketing is a huge thing. Marketing is something that you must have. You must have for the project, the product. But if you don't have the development, you have nothing to market. You can market the token, you can market the token itself, but you cannot market a product that does not exist. So, in my opinion, a product is more likely to be important than sorry, the development is going to be more important than the marketing. But yeah, with VNetwork is going to help on this thing. VNetwork is going to help on bring as many funds as we can. So, okay, people will ask, if I have money, where should I put Vanity or VNetwork? You should do 50-50. You should take 50% of the money you want to put in one of the two projects and put that in Vanity, and then take the other 50% of the money you want to put in one project and put that in VNetwork. So you have a 50% in one and 50% in the other, and you're going to revenue from both of them, which is amazing, insane, call that as you want, and it's not a non-sustainable revenue, because everything we're building, the business model we're building is 100% sustainable. It's nothing that we're going to give away free tokens. It's not that if there is $100,000, for example, just saying numbers, in holders, then there is going to be $50,000 in the liquidity. No, liquidity has to be higher. Liquidity has to be higher than the value of the money in the investors, and the investors in Vanity will experience the same thing, because the liquidity pool in Vanity, thanks to VNetwork, is going to bring higher, and higher. So yeah. Does that mean that you technically partner with a dev company? Technically, yes, but no, because we are paying them. So it's not really a partnership, but we are taking better deals because of the amount of work that we're bringing them. Last no more, okay. When you are planning for private sale, not yet decided when to. We have now full focus on the company, on opening the company. We are ready and we are literally happy about it. So there is not much more to focus right now. As soon as the company is ready, then we can focus 100% on VNetwork. We are focusing a little bit on VNetwork, of course, because we are building all the business model and we're starting with the development on where we can. But yeah, that's one of the goals. Pre-sale. You said that something about that you can't get dumped on, that we can buy and dump. Oh, no, 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 no. What I said is that from the private sale, I said there is going to be a 60 days vesting lock. This means that in 60 days, the private sellers are not going to be able to get their tokens itself because they bought it at less 20%, and so if they want at the launch, they can directly sell at launch for a profit, which is something that first is not sustainable, and second is not something we will be allowed to do. So there is going to be a lock in 60 days to avoid the, you can say, launch dump. That's what we can buy and dump. So yeah, let me know if I answered your question. I hope so. How do we split out Vanity to VNetwork without selling Vanity, hoarding it? You don't. That's simply, if you cannot afford, in our opinion, to have another investment in VNetwork, then you keep your investment in Vanity and see with your eyes what VNetwork brings to your investment. You see VNetwork, how much VNetwork raises your Vanity investment just by holding your Vanity investment. So there is not mandatory to invest in VNetwork. VNetwork is a tool. VNetwork is going to be a great investment, of course. We're not saying that it's not. It's going to be a great investment, but VNetwork is the tool to make Vanity shine. That's the tool. So if you cannot invest anything more than what you already have in Vanity, if you cannot or don't want to invest anything more in VNetwork, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Stay on Vanity and see how much VNetwork helps your investment. And you are going to be a lot happier than selling half for putting in the other half. Trust me, if you are not willing to put anything more, just keep your Vanity investment. You're going to be more than happy with what we are building. So yeah, save that 20% cheaper price of something. Okay, yes, perfect. Okay, I'm happy that answered your question. Whew. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Sorry, guys. Do you guys have any more questions? I will be much happy to answer them. If not, we're going to end this AMA. It's been already 1 hour. I hope that if anybody had concerns, because we have seen some people had concerns. If you still have concerns and want more answers, this is your time. This is the time that you can actually start and questioning anything you need to understand, you want to understand. We have the answers ready, unless you will ask for the products. But we have your answers ready here. So if any one of you have any fear, any doubts, please share them, because this is the time to do so. I like it. There is no pressure that way due to market crash, and some might not have the funds right now, which is why I asked. Okay, yeah, that's great. How will be name of VNetwork token? VNetwork probably. Probably will be VNetwork with VNW, probably. Not sure. VNK, not yet sure. But yeah, that's going to be the name. So, we're going to end the AMA here. If anybody has any more questions after the EMA, please feel free to reach out in the Vanity Token official chat. We're going to answer any question. If you don't feel to share your question in public, you prefer to go private, feel free to DM me, JVanity, on Telegram, and I'm going to answer if there is, of course, a question about about any doubts of VNetwork and how it will be benefiting Vanity. I hope you guys enjoyed this AMA, and I hope everybody understood how big this is and how big everything is going to be. Share more info in the main chat, please. We cannot. For now, at least, we cannot. Give us a little bit of time and we will share more. No, there is no ATA alpha for VNetwork launch. No, there is none. Thanks for the hard work. Excited for the future. We are very excited, and we hope that everybody is going to understand how much this is. This is huge. This is literally one of the best things we could have done for Vanity. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today. I was Joseph, and with me back in the back here in the room was Lily.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. And we'll see you guys around in the main chat. Thank you so much again for joining us. Bye.